Good evening, one and all. We welcome you all to the international webinar series on holistic health, well-being, and sustainable development 2026, commemorated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, nation celebrating 78 years of independence and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2015 to 2030, which is Bharat at 2047 as part of awareness and campaigns in collaboration with Sri Holistic Health Foundation India and Sri Research Institute Center for Art, Sciences and Wellbeing. Before we start our sessions, let's take the blessings of Almighty. Today is commemorated as World Tuna Day, 2nd May. Race of hope and sustainable tuna. Canned tuna has been a great ally in our partners around the world. Tuna is rich in omega-3 and it is also contains minerals, proteins, and vitamin B12, among other advantages. In the past, rising global demand for tuna put growing pressure on fisheries in regions where management systems were fragmented or insufficient. This led to overfishing of some tuna stocks. However, since the UN General Assembly designated May 2nd as World Tuna Day 9 years ago, to highlight the importance of responsible tuna fishing, significant progress has been made in 2017. Only 75% of the tuna catches from stocks that are scientifically assessed to be biologically suitable. For instance, Atlantic bluefin tuna, once absent, are now common again in southern England and Ireland. So this recovery is thanks to coordinated efforts by governments through the 5 tuna regional fisheries management organizations. Their success stems from adopting management procedures. These are rules agreed upon by scientists, managers, and fisheries before fishing begins. It's also driven by improved monitoring, control, and surveillance. MCS include electronic monitoring and investment in scientific training and data quality. So maintain optimism, but also vigilance. However, vigilance remains essential. The 2023 UNCLOS Biological Diversity Beyond National Jurisdiction Agreement, the BBNJ, entered into force in January 2026, giving impetus to global efforts to protect marine biodiversity in international waters. Still, challenges persist. Climate change affects tuna reproduction and pushes them farther out to sea. Raising costs and threatening coastal livelihoods is often poor coastal communities, preventing seabirds, sharks, whales, and turtles becoming accidentally caught in nets and on hooks as bycatch. As bycatch remains an ongoing struggle. Many species of the iconic albatross are threatened with extinction, largely, but not due to getting caught on fishery hooks. Continued global cooperation is key to achieving truly sustainable tuna fisheries and preparing for the challenges ahead. So let's be optimistic about the tuna of tomorrow and remain committed to protecting it. Today is also commemorated as International Scurvy Awareness Day, observed on May 2nd. You might be wondering why the world still needs to worry about scurvy. The truth is that disease is still prevalent in the world due to widespread malnutrition and starvation in many countries, as well as a surprising number of individuals who undergo highly selective diets that exclude foods such as fruits and vegetables. This day is also observed to pay respects to the people who endured it in the past. Their magnificent endurance shaped the world that we know today. Naturally, we cannot forget those who still endure such suffering even now. Today is also commemorated as World Ankylosing Spondylitis Day on May 2nd, the first Saturday of May, but it sometimes moved to the second Saturday. The first one falls on May 1st. You might be hearing about this disease for the first time or wondering what it is and why you haven't heard of it before. The previously considered rare disease has gained prominence over the years and has forced initiatives to spread awareness of it. Ankylosing spondylitis, AS, is a form of inflammatory arthritis that targets the back and pelvic joints, affecting more than 3 million people in the United States alone. This week is also commemorated as Building Safety Week from May 2nd to 6th every year, and it stands as an international campaign to help awareness about the importance of the safety of buildings by implementing and abiding by safety codes to keep the public safe. It is observed globally that it is promoted in the International Code Council. Its 64,000 members, alongside professionals from form building, design, safety communities, governments, and corporations. They all have a common goal to promote building safety and to do so through events, briefings, and today is also commemorated as 12th Day of Ridwan on May 2nd. In the Arabic language, Ridwan is translated to paradise during the Bawa's Ila stays in Baghdad Garden of Ridwan. In 1863, the 12th day of Ridwan was the final day he spent there. The Prophet mission of Baha'u'llah was first announced to his followers during this period, even though Ridwan, a joyful occasion. The 12th day of the festival was a day of sorrow for those who had to remain in the garden. After this departure, Baha'u'llah rode out of garden on a horse at midday, 12 days after he arrived. Today is also commemorated as Baby Day on May 2nd. Today is also commemorated as Baby Day was developed to highlight the wonders and delights that babies experience as they grow. The road to adulthood isn't always smooth, and that's why these little ones have their parents by their side to help them. As much as children can help us learn more about ourselves and the world, we can learn from them. Children came in all shapes and sizes and represent a fresh start and a wonderful innocence. Even if they are born ignorant, they are also born without preconceptions, cynicisms, and prejudices. It would be wonderful if we could all be so careful. Today is also commemorated as Childhood Stroke Awareness Day on May 2nd, annually on the first Saturday of May, to bring awareness to the national crisis of pediatric strokes, a seemingly rare yet critical issue that often flies under the radar for millions of people. The day since its creation in 2002 sheds light on the strokes and heart attacks occurring in children. Right from infancy, thousands of kids are at risk of a stroke, yet parents and guardians are not equipped with ways to tackle the sudden occurrence of one. This week is also commemorated as Dying Matters Week from May 2nd to 6th. Dying Matters Awareness Week is held from May 2nd to 6th each year. This annual week-long celebration encourages the observance of matters related to death, dying, and bereavement. So the campaign aims to make it easier and more comfortable for people to talk about their death and continue their and concerns after their death. It also happens prepare. It also helps prepare those who loved ones are facing death and concerns. So Hospice UK have been leading figure to the campaign since inception of this week-long continues to lead from front of normalize what a sensitive matter. Today is also commemorated as Free Comic Book Day on May 2nd. Iconic publishers like DC Comics, Marvel Comics, Dark Horse Comics, along with others, join forces to make free comics available at more than 2,300 stores across the country. It's a proof that fantasies do come true. Free Comic Book Day is an annual promotion by the North American comic book sector, support to bring new readers and enthusiasts into the comic book outlets. The day was first established in 2002 and is still stated by the comic book industry's largest distributor, Diamond Comic Book Distributors. The interesting fact is the day even spread awareness Europe, Australia, and China. It is also commemorated as Harry Potter Day on May 2nd, brings merriment to the Potterheads around the world. The then UK Prime Minister David Cameron declared this day as an official international holiday to honor the literary work of J.K. Rowling, now over a decade since release of the last book in the series. The passion surrounding the characters and their life events not have faded. Grab your wand and let's level the magical history of Harry Potter. Today is also commemorated as Herb Day on May 2nd in US. First Saturday in May that simply encourages planting herbs and celebrates people who have a culture of growing herbs. This year it falls on May 2nd. It was created and organized by the Herb Day Coalition, which is an organization of 5 non-profit groups. The holiday encourages people to learn more about herbs, cultivate them, and use them more extensively in their daily lives. Today is also commemorated as Joint Hands Day on May 2nd in US. No matter our age, humanity prevails. This is why we are excited to celebrate Joint Hands Day, which takes place every first Saturday in May. And on May 2nd this year, old and new generations are often at ends with each other. The older generations believe that newer ones are lazy and rebellious, while the newer generations are of the view that their predecessors are too uptight and have outdated mentalities. So this stark difference recently became emphasized while the meme "Okay Boomer" started trending, whereby younger generations would say the phrase to older generations in response to the latter's constant nagging. However, the fabric of society is made and maintained through two generations, unity and understanding. This is the very reason that Giant Hands Day was created to bring people together, no matter their age, for volunteering services. Today is also commemorated as Naked Gardening Day on May 2nd. Gardeners from all over the world would get together to attend their plants and flowers wearing no clothes or shoes. This way, they would be able to connect the origins of gardening and our natural relationship with the Mother Nature. Today is also commemorated as National Bombshell Day on May 2nd in US, falling on first Saturday in May. Calls for women and their female friends to be celebrated due to an ever-growing technological world and the increased exposure levels. Everyone has to set expectations, jumped onto them in terms of how they should look, behave, dress up, etc. Females especially continue to have immense societal, patriarchal preconceptions pushed onto them. A basic example is makeup. Women receive comments if they wear too much makeup, too little makeup, or no makeup at all. Either way, there's no winning. Thus, National Bombshells Day was created to highlight the importance of spreading self-love and love among women. Today is also commemorated as National EOD Day on May 2nd in US. The National Explosive Ordnance Disposal Day, observed on the first Saturday of May, is a special occasion observed in the US. It takes place on May 2nd, the day aims to honor all those who have lost their lives while disposing of explosives and the professionals who continue to put their lives in danger during times of war. Many of them are severely injured and may lose a limb during a bomb disposal mission. These heroes deserve special recognition since they put their lives at stake for the country and its people. Today is also commemorated as National Fitness Day on May 2nd, celebrated in the first Saturday of May on May 2nd this year. The day was founded by the famous life and career coach Kim Baylor in 2017 to dedicate a whole day to the importance of fitness. Today is also commemorated as National Life Insurance Day on May 2nd in US, which takes place on May 2nd every year. It marks the anniversary of the first day that life insurance became available to the United States. And this day celebrates life insurance and reminds us the benefits of having it. It's important to have life insurance as it can ensure we don't fall into the debt and pre-fund children's college education and provide surviving family members with the chance to move on with a clean slate and keep a business afloat for a while in the event of death of a family member who owned a business. Life insurance makes it possible to establish an emergency fund and seeks out high quality investment opportunities to build wealth while making sure your family is taken care of. Life insurance is a security for the future. Today is also commemorated as Nation Play Your Ukulele Day on May 2nd, 2026. Every year, so the day is celebrated to get more and more people interested in instruments while also engaging those playing it to strum their favorite tunes. The ukulele belongs to the guitar's family of instruments. While the guitar is recognized by its 6 strings, the ukulele has only 4. When it comes to its size, the ukulele is much smaller than a guitar. This makes the instrument easy to carry around and play for those who have smaller hands, for example, children. Today is also commemorated as National Scrapbook Day on May 2nd. On the first Saturday in May, on May 2nd this year, has us getting our scissors and glue ready. The process of journaling and recording history to remind of what has passed as a tale. Almost as old as time, the first recorded instance of scrapbooking goes way back to the 15th century. People would cut out pictures and make scrapbooks to preserve receipts, landmark addresses, quotations, poems, history, etc. Others also use scrapbooks as a means of predicting what the future may have in store. Scrapbooks at the end of the day are much like visual diaries. Today is also commemorated as National Start Seeing Monarchs Day on May 2nd, celebrated on the first Saturday of May every year, and it is all about raising awareness of the environmental importance of the monarch butterflies and reminding the general population of the issues related to the imminent extinction faced by the species. So monarch butterflies can be found all around North America, mainly concentrated in the eastern parts of the United States. They are considered the most popular species of butterflies in the country. These butterflies migrate every year around the late summer and fall. The ones born in the northern and central US and Canada travel all the way to Florida and Mexico, and the ones born in the western area migrate to Southern California as well. They are also monarchs living in the International Space Station. Butterflies have a life cycle of 4 phases. The first is the egg, which is laid under young leaves of milkweed. It takes them 3 to 8 days to turn into larva, which is the second phase of the life cycle. Larvae, also known as caterpillars, are the stage where species grows the most and feeds well to be able to form the pupa. The third stage of the life cycle is pupa, which is the phase where the caterpillar stays within its chrysalis for 8 to 15 days before it finally emerges and turns into a beautiful butterfly. A monarch butterfly can live up to 8 months by feeding off milkweed and other nectar plants, which makes them one of the many animal species responsible for pollinating plants and flowers all around. Once they reach sexual maturity and can be considered adult butterflies, it takes them a while to begin their migration process, which happens only once overwintering is complete, and migration takes 4 different generations to finally complete it. Today is also commemorated as National Truffle Day on May 2nd in US. A beloved chocolate dessert, it comes with finger-licking surprises ranging from added fruits and nuts to cream centers. This day is an opportunity to show off your culinary skills to entertain friends and family. Children will take particular pleasure in this holiday. Just make sure to keep them away from the main stash, lest they get a sugar high. Today is also commemorated as Polish Flag Day on 2nd May in Poland. Across Poland, Poles living at home and abroad welcome this month of May with great joy as they celebrate May 1st as the International Workers' Day, May 3rd as Constitution Day, and May 2nd as Polish National Flag Day. Although May 2nd is not a public holiday, it is treated as such by the Poles after withstanding centuries of internal and external storms. Poland has emerged as one of the most important countries in the European Union. The auspicious day of May 2nd celebrates the Republic's past struggles and strengthens the poles of the challenging they face today. Today is also commemorated as Take a Baby to Lunch Day on May 2nd. The purpose of this day is for adults to become acquainted with babies and learn the tricks of childhood at a young age. This also helps the baby to develop healthy habits as the pressure and guidance of an influential person, such as a fun aunt or cool uncle, has a great impact on the psyche of the baby. The holiday also allows childless adults to spend some time with tiny humans before they make up their minds about having kids of their own. Today is also commemorated as Wildfire Preparedness Day on May 2nd, which is observed annually on the first day in May, and this year it takes place on May 2nd. It's a national campaign that encourages people and organizers to take action to raise awareness of wildfires so that people can improve the safety of their homes and communities against wildfire. So there is said to be a steady increase in wildfire activity in the United States over the past decades, and experts predict it will remain. That's why it becomes essential to raise awareness and take action to help protect your home and community against wildfire threat. Today is also commemorated as National Brothers and Sisters Day on May 2nd in US, dedicated to the people who we hope made our childhood memorable and your siblings. They have been there for you during the good times and the bad times. They haven't left your side through the bad, even if they created it getting you into trouble. Of course, there were probably times where you couldn't stand the sight of each other. What siblings don't get into fights? So, National Brothers and Sisters Day is a day to reflect best times this May 2nd. We all agree about the importance of the Mother's Day and Father's Day, but brothers and sisters, no. that you like no one else ever will. International Drone Day is also celebrated on May 2nd every year, first Saturday of May. This year, today, raises awareness of drones and the various applications in the civilian sector, from search and rescue operations to package delivery and dropping of medical supplies. Two British drone operators, Sarah and David John O'Neill, came up with the idea for this day in 2014. Their goal is to highlight the positive and helpful aspects of drones. This combats the skepticism and paranoia that many people around the world have about them. Thousands have celebrated this day every year since then. So, with this, we shall end today's commemorations. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in today's commemorations and celebrations. Before leaving, we request everyone to quickly fill up the feedback form that has been raised in the form of. See you all tomorrow at the same time with the same joining link. Take care. Good night.